Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. This week I have another beauty to show you from Ellen Wille. This is Touch in Chocolate Rooted. Before we start, as always, I wanted to ask if you haven't done so already, please subscribe down below, like and comment, and we'll get started. Okay, so as you can see, Touch is a beautiful, long, loose, beach wavy layered style. And she is also low density and has an extended lace front. And those are two features that I am very interested in for purposes of pulling wigs into ponytails or updos. If you've seen my previous videos, you're aware of that. And I actually have been looking for a style that's long and has those features, but would be more affordable. And I think I found my wig. I think this is absolutely perfect for pulling into a ponytail during the summertime. This wig was actually suggested to me by a viewer, so I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate the suggestion because this is a stunning style and very versatile and, as I said, a little more affordable. So let's go ahead and look at some of the details. So first we have that extended lace front. And as usual, you can see these knots are very well done, very delicate. Even though this is a fairly dark rooted color, I think that looks really natural and I would not want to pluck that at all. Now the part line, we'll have to see. I'm going to add a piece of silicone tape, possibly a little powder. Right now, you can't really see much scalp, but I think we will be able to see it once we have some silicone tape under there and a little bit of powder possibly. So absolutely very natural looking, beautiful features. Let's go ahead and take a look from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. Just a lovely, comfortable style. So next we'll look at the cap construction. We'll steam these front fibers away from the face a little bit because, as you can see, they're wanting to fall in my face there. We will go over some styling options. And lastly, I'll take her outside so you can see this beautiful color in natural light. Okay, so here we have the cap construction. First, I want to show you the left mono part. You can see it's a left mono part, but the lace is pretty wide in the front here, so you could absolutely change the part a little bit, especially towards the front hairline, if you don't prefer these left parts. Then you have an extended lace front, and I actually measured this, and it's almost 7 inches, so that's wonderful. And it comes down on the ear tabs a little bit on both sides. So that feature is fantastic for pulling styles away from the face, and it just gives you that appearance of natural hair growth all along that lace. Then we have the ear tabs and the metal stays inside. We have an extended nape, and that gives you a little bit of extra coverage there. We have the Velcro adjusters, so you can adjust her to your circumference. And we have the open wefts, you can see on the sides and back here. And yes, it's pretty stretchy. So that is a wonderful cap construction with luxurious features, really, with the mono part, the extended lace front, and the extended nape. I think this kind of a cap will work really well for the updos and just pulling it away from your face. Before I put her back on, I just want to show you the silicone tape that I like to apply to the part line to create that scalp appearance. I like to use the AWD medical silicone tape, and I'll have a link down below for that. So let's go ahead and apply this to the part line. This is very easy to do and really helps with creating a natural appearance, in my opinion. So that's what that looks like on the underside of the part line. Next, we'll go ahead and steam this style away from the face. All right, so the first thing I like to do before I steam my wigs away from the face is check the part line to see if I want to change the part line as well, because that I would also steam in place. Now, on this style, it didn't come with an extreme zigzagging, so I actually think the part line is pretty good. but I am noticing that I'm not really seeing a scalp appearance. So I'm going to try using a little bit of powder. And this is just a regular paintbrush. I like that because it's nice and stiff and really gets into the fibers. So let's go ahead and apply a little powder and see if that'll help us see that part line. It's very dark. It's a little bit hard to see in the camera here. So I'm just pressing that powder into the part line and hoping that that silicone tape that we placed underneath will help this powder adhere a little bit and help it be a little bit more visible. And this is really a question of personal preference. If you really like seeing your part lines, you might want to go ahead and pluck the part line a little bit. I'm not sure that that will be necessary, but we'll go ahead and get a good look at this. You can look at it on your head and then also off if that helps you see it a little bit better. So now I just like to pat it a little bit to distribute that powder. And you can also use one of those applicators to remove any excess if you feel like there's excess powder. I think that already is looking pretty good. I'll get a good look at it when she's off my head as well, but I think I like that part line. So let's go ahead and I will clip these fibers away from the face and I'll put her on a blockhead and we'll do some steaming. Okay, so I'm going to show you quickly how I like to steam my wigs away from the face. And I do have a video dedicated to this subject, which I will post in the description box down below in case you'd like to watch a full video about how to steam your wigs away from the face. But so first, I'll just go ahead and remove this clip. And this side I actually think doesn't require any steaming. This is that left side, but on the right side, as you can see, she really wants to fall forward. So I like to create a couple of sections, just loosely, and then steam the fibers away from the face in 2 sections. So we'll clip this section back and go ahead and steam that, and then I'll do the front section as well. So here we go. I have my iSteam steamer, which is what I like to use. Really, there are so many steamers to choose from, but I like to use this one. So we'll get started. All right, I think that's good. And then I'm going to leave that in place because it needs to cool for that new style to set. And then I'm just combing through that front section a little bit. And now here, when I steam, I'm going to be very careful to stay away from that lace front. You want to just steam the fibers, not the lace. And I'm going to clip that back right behind that other section. I'll show you that. Looks like that. And let's go ahead and steam that. All right, that should do it. Now I'm going to let it cool and I'll be back with her on my head. Okay, so here she is back on my head. Let's go ahead and get a good look at that part line. Yep, I really like how that looks now with that silicone tape and just a little bit of powder. I think that is good. And you can see she's staying out of my face more. Here's the test. So that's about where she wants to fall naturally now. So let's go ahead and look at some styling options for keeping her away from your face completely throughout the day if you need to do that. First, I always like to test the tucking. Little half tuck behind the ear is a cute look, and you will not get fibers in your face this way at all. And you have the length. I think that looks good with this style. You can do it on both sides, of course, and I have a pretty good match with this wig and my bio hair, so I think that looks pretty natural. Then I always like to try a headband, and that'll give us a good look at where the extended lace front ends on me as well. So let's go ahead and put a headband on. I think that's so pretty with these waves especially. Okay, so now that extended lace front runs to about here on me. I can feel it. So you can see that really gives you that appearance of hair growth all along here, and I love that. Now you can see where my hairline starts here. And of course that is a little more sparse than the wig. So what I have here is Wow Root powder in the color brown. And I like to use that to just thicken up my hairline a little bit so that it matches and is a little closer in density to the wig. So let's go ahead and do that now. Has a little applicator and you just brush that onto your bio hair just to blend those lines a little. And you can always brush it off and blend it more. But I feel like that then really makes that a seamless blend. We'll do that on both sides. If you do too much, like I said, you just rub it off. You could take a tissue or a little, that I'm going to have to clean right here. All right. Blend that in just like you would eyeshadow or blush. It's just sits on the surface and a little bit gets on your skin, but I think that works really well. And now it just looks like that is all my hair. So I think that's absolutely a good option. And then lastly, and this is really the main reason I wanted to try this wig, is to see what we can do in terms of a ponytail. So I have her on. I have not placed any kind of wig tape or any clips or anything, just the wig the way it is. And so I'll just finger comb it back. And I have my bio hair out so that I can incorporate it with the wig. And I'm just going to make it as smooth as I can on all sides. You could pull little face framing pieces out if you like. I think I'll just do a sleek, low, loose ponytail. Have my hair tie here. And let's gather that. If any of the face framing pieces bother you, you can also just tuck them behind your ear or use a little bobby pin and pin them back. But I think that looks pretty good, especially with the powder that we applied there. So let's go ahead and get a look at that from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. So yes, absolutely. I think you can easily style this wig into a ponytail or an updo. The density is nice and low, and that extended lace front just makes it look so natural. So next, we'll go ahead and take her outside and get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. Okay, so here we are outside. Let's get a good look at this gorgeous color, chocolate rooted. Now the code for this is 634, 3 different numbers, and let me go ahead and read you that description. So it is a medium to dark brown base with light reddish brown highlights and dark roots. So let's go ahead and look at the details. Let's look at that lace front. You can see those knots again, how well that's done and how those virtually disappear. We have that part line that we applied some powder to. So yes, I just feel very comfortable in a brunette like this because it is so close to my bio hair. So let's go ahead and take a quick look from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. Just a very natural looking, pretty, dark brunette color. Okay, final thoughts. Touch by Ellen Wille is a gorgeous, long, beach wavy style, very natural looking, has a wonderful low density and some wonderful features like the extended lace front and extended nape. And I think this style is very versatile, easy to pull into a ponytail or an updo, and all for a very good price, I would say, for all those features. So this is absolutely what I've been looking for in terms of finding something that I can quickly pull into a ponytail, and I'm not paying for a hand-tied cap or other features that would cost, like a full mono top. So to me, this has exactly the features that I need, and I'm not paying for ones that I don't. So it really depends on which features are important to you when you're looking for a long style to wear away from the face, or just in general. You just have to kind of figure out what's important to you and then find the wig that fits that bill. So I think this is wonderful for anyone who does appreciate those features and doesn't need the hand-tied cap. And I also think that this color, this chocolate rooted, is a very natural color. The highlights are very subtle and just give it dimension, and I just think this looks like a really natural, not at all too shiny, dark brunette, and I feel very comfortable in this color. So yeah, I hope that this review has been helpful and informative. And as always, I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.